Hi guys, Alexi here, and I'm back with more weekly gaming news from MegaCat Studios. We're only in the first quarter of 2022, but the game releases are through the roof. Now, it doesn't matter if it's console or PC, there's something brand new for everyone. Now, while new games are pretty dope, we can't forget about something equally important: our gamer gear. I mean, how else can we assert our retro gaming dominance? First off, a little something for our Amiga pro players out there. I present to you the Tank Mouse. Now, based on the iconic old-timey Commodore Amiga 1352, it has that nice classic feel but with all the modern sensibilities, like wireless Bluetooth and buttons that don't get stuck in the middle of a game. Technology, am I right? Graphics and visual effects designer Lucas Remis came up with a sweet piece of tech, and while it looks pretty badass, it isn't too hard to tame this ambidextrous beast. And all you need are 3 AAA batteries, an active Bluetooth connection, and you're pretty much all set. Easy peasy. Now, the best thing about this chunky boy is the fact that it also connects to your Mac or PC. It's not an Amiga exclusive accessory, so you can use it like any other mouse in the market, but only cooler. It's perfect if you're dominating the streets, but also need to do your spreadsheets. Life is all about balance. The Tank Mouse is currently on Kickstarter, and as of now, you still have a chance to secure yours. Units are expected to ship worldwide in November 2022, so until then, we'll keep our eyes peeled for any updates. Moving on from tanks, we won't stray too far because we're still talking about armored protection. Now, many people own retro games of different shapes and sizes, and while they're nice to display, there's still games that want to be played. Trust me, my Sega Game Gear won't leave me alone. There's always the danger of dropping them on the floor and the hassle of taking them out and putting them back in the box. Thankfully, the people over at Book4Games just might have what you need. Now, after a successful collaboration with PlayAsia.com last year, they're now on Kickstarter launching a set of practical, visually pleasing, and tough-as-nails storage solutions for your game cartridges. Armored aesthetics. I like it. Their first launch only featured SNES and Super Famicom cases, but this time they're pulling out all the stops with new storage options for the Sega Genesis, N64, Famicom, and of course, the Game Boy. But hey, the cherry on top? Well, you can hang the cases on the wall. Remember the display problem? Not a problem anymore. Well done, Book4Games. Well done. Now, if you're the kind of collector who wants to play and flex those retro games, go ahead and check this one out on Kickstarter. Lastly, we pay tribute to the legend of the gaming industry, the father of video games, Ralph Baer. The creator of the Magnavox Odyssey, the very first home console would have turned 100 this week, and without him, we'd be looking at a totally different landscape. He was born in Germany on March 8, 1922. He found himself migrating to the States with his family at a young age, and after graduating from the National Radio Institute as a radio service technician in 1940, he kicked some ass in World War II, came home to become an inventor, and came up with what would become the prototype for modern gaming, the brown box. The idea was simple: play games on TV. And it was inconceivable at the time, but looking around right now, that dream became a reality. He donated most of his inventions to a museum and never stopped tinkering with any tech he could get his hands on, up until his passing in 2014. What he left behind, though, was a legacy that inspired and motivated brilliant minds to push the envelope in terms of pursuing their dreams, especially when it comes to bringing us the video games we know and love. He truly does deserve the title as the grandpappy of video games. So next time you pick up a controller, remember who made it happen. Remember the name Ralph Baer. Well, there you have it. Some cool news stories from around the retroscape compiled and narrowed down with pinpoint accuracy to satisfy your burning curiosity. Again, this is Alexi, and I'll catch you next week for more weekly gaming news.